find out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Cyberstein.
Cyberstein. Whoa. Bandless is very, very crazy. So, what's up, guys? We're finally live. With me is Marion, Screencasters, and special guest David Nader 1212.
Eat a pee-pee, Ryan.
Welcome to the channel, Dave. Nice to have you here.
I need a new chair. My butt hurts. Everything hurts.
Everything
I hate.
hurts.
Dave's fussy today. I'm fussy. I'm fussing right now. Like I need a new bed. My back is killing me. My butt hurts.
Oh.
From my boyfriend.
Someone was gonna make the joke.
Jason, why?
If you didn't.
Jason, why? Why, Jason?
You know what they say.
God damn it! This chair sucks. All right. Anyway.
So today we're going to we're gonna go over the new ban list that goes into effect today. Today is the first day of the new ban list.
The nude ban list. Nice, sexy.
If you want, if that's what you're looking for, then
Konami has you covered.
Sure, why not? But yeah, what are your? Let's go over. We'll go over each card one by one. But what are your overall thoughts about the ban list? And in about 30 seconds, hot take, and go.
I like it.
All right, Mario.
I love Slumber and Construct. Everything else is all right, except for Stein.
Except for Stein.
Stein is a problem.
Is it?
All right. I mean, it's kinda. I don't know. 5,000 is a lot. But we'll get into that in a bit.
I have seen some rumors pop up on the FTKs and stuff like that, or summoning a stereo, like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I actually haven't watched the combo, so I don't know how susceptible they are to disruption. I would assume.
Well, the thing about Cyberstein is he's very searchable. Like, he's very searchable. There's Gadget, there's Summon Sork, there's all kinds of kooky ways.
The deck loses to Ghost Ogre, by the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Activate Freestein Ghost Ogre!
Is Stein cost? Is the pay life points cost?
Yes.
So you could Ghost Ogre, or you could Veiler it, or Impermanence it, and they lose the life points without getting the monster. So
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Cap G bluster, not gonna lie.
That's kind of, and then even Lithium doing his little clickbaity thing there too. So
Lithium clickbait.
It's just us YouTubers trying to get them views.
Yeah.
I understand the hustle, but I don't think it's actually that.
The hustle. You've been living in New York too long, Dave. Anyway,
I dead ass don't think it's that good of a deck.
This shit is whack.
So, yeah, let's see here. We're going to turn that on. So the first card on the list, if you're looking at the official Konami
I am
website.
looking at their screen captured PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, that, or Excel, you mean Excel spreadsheet?
Excel, that's what I meant, yeah, Excel spreadsheet.
I love all the pixels on the screen.
All the pixels. Well, you know, I'm pulling it right from Yugioh Pro, so
I can tell that's been photoshopped. I've seen enough photoshops in my time. I can tell
from the pixels.
Tell from the pixels.
So the first card on the list is Fairy Tale Snow. Dave, you did see a lot of this card in Atlantic City.
Yeah, at Atlantic City PPG, everybody was playing that stupid Danger Thunder Dragon deck that I didn't even know existed until before the tournament or until after the tournament. So that and apparently that deck was heavily came up with, at least initially, and then like my brain is shot. What am I trying to say?
Good card.
It's a good card. No. The PPG and ARG players claimed, at least, that they were kind of the ones that kind of came up with the deck, or at least innovated it enough to the point where it was actually functional and doing very well. Most of their takeaway from it was it's a little bricky, because I think most of them were playing a 60-card variant. However, the dangers just cycle through the deck so stupidly well that it almost doesn't matter. And despite the fact it might not be the best deck, it was the most versatile version of Thunder Dragons. And by a million miles, Fairy Tale Snow was putting in more work than any card in the deck, and it was a one-off for Brilliant Fusion or Curious.
So
that's really interesting.
Banishing the Thunder Dragons to get their effect, summoning itself to a linked zone to get Gumblar's effect off.
Pretty much.
I would assume the Book of Moon effect probably wasn't the reason it got banned.
Nope. Although at one point in the tournament, it was actually in the best duel of the entire event. Was against it was Levine versus Crooks, and Levine uses Summon Sork to put like a cheesy thunder, like an OG regular Thunder Dragon on Crooks' side of the field, and then he books it with his Fairy Tale Snow, and then sets summoning limit passes, and then like standby phase summon limits him, and then in order to get that stupid Thunder Dragon off his field, he had to blow a summon on its flip. Like it was broke. But that was never gonna ever happen again. Like
that's pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think there's really too much more to say about that. I think the other thing with another card on the list, with Construct coming off, I think having Snow as a light target was a little too strong.
No, the Curious was milling this thing every single turn one in that tournament. It was dumb. And then if it wasn't Curious, it was Brilliant Fusion.
Right.
It was.
And so with Brilliant Fusion and Construct, I think that was probably too many good targets for it, and it was also a very good card in general.
Yeah, it was, you probably can't have this and Construct on the same list.
Right. So the next one is Grinder Golem.
Probably because of Security Dragon.
Are they releasing that?
It's not confirmed, but that's my take from it.
That would be interesting.
Maybe soon.
I didn't see this card doing anything crazy.
Yeah, neither have I. That's why
at the PPG tournament, most every single one of those Thunder Dragon guys was playing this card.
Okay.
However, I never personally witnessed any of them resolve it.
Right.
I saw it get used as allure food 3 times because it's very dead after turn 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they're planning on releasing like Security Dragon or some other stuff that it could be abused with, maybe. But I didn't. I was kind of that was one of the few that I was really surprised by.
I think they just got rid of it because it's kind of a broke, stupid sack card.
Yeah, sure.
So they're just like, whatever, screw it.
Yeah. The next one on the list is we're now done with the effect monsters. Onto the Link monster, everyone's favorite Topologic
Gumball.
Gumblar.
The amazing world of Gumblar.
Why would this card be banned, do you think?
I don't know. It's pretty bad if you ask me. I don't think you can ever play it.
I mean, it loops cards out of your opponent's hand, which is normally considered a degenerate effect.
Really not much more to say about that.
No, I'm actually, to be completely fair, I didn't even think it was one of the best cards released this year. So I'm like, I will stand by that. I will die on that hill.
I think it being not necessarily one of the best cards, but still being a degenerate effect is the reason it got banned. It's not so much that it's a great card and it is a powerful card, but so much as it just kind of says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's also really easy to use.
Right.
And I think this might be one of those scenarios where it's like, you know what? Is Cannon Soldier very good? No, it's a bad card. But in the right scenario, it's easy to abuse Cannon Soldier. So normally what Konami does is they ban everything around the Cannon Soldier because they're like, oh, well, Cannon Soldier's bad, like I just said.
Right.
But in this instance, I think they're like, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's get rid of Gumblar because everything else is going to have to get banned around it. So instead of doing that, let's just get rid of him. So I think they actually decided to finally change their paradigm and start banning cards that are actually the ones that are being abused, not like everything.
You could even say starting with Firewall in the last list.
Yeah, starting with Firewall.
Yeah. And that's good. That's a really good.
It's a good sign. It's a really good sign. Hopefully they keep going.
And to be fair, they already got their money from Gumblar as well as Firewall, so it's definitely within something they can do in the future.
Thanks, Yugioh 1.
Yeah, you're the best.
$2.
So the next couple ones are Xyz, and I guess you could say Tomahawk is kind of almost in the same reason as Grinder Golem, in that it just spams a bunch of tokens.
Yeah,
well, I think it got banned for the same reason that Gumblar did, where it's not necessarily broken itself, but it's like one card away from being really dumb.
One thing I'm noticing is Tomahawk, Grinder Golem, and Scapegoat. They're hitting a lot of token cards.
Yeah,
they like just mass generate tokens.
Yeah,
which is a good sign. So
it's a bad sign for Hippo TK, but
Hippo TK.
You can still use the Hippo tokens, right?
Well, the Hippo tokens, if as long as you control one, you can't summon from the extra deck. So they're pretty much they're unbannable.
And that's an effect of the spell card, not the tokens themselves. So you can't even like skill drain that. But we digress. And then the next one is Rongo Bongo. I hear that he's actually not a very good card.
Yeah.
What was it? It was in the tournament, at the PPG tournament. Like if they weren't playing Thunder Dragon Danger, they were playing some sort of weird Rongo Bongo
variant
deck.
of Rongo Bongo, yeah. So with the release of that rank 3 being able to just kind of pump him up to 7 material, that's 3 turns
of not being able to summon.
I am glad that Rongo got banned, but unpopular opinion, I think the better hit would have been the rank 3.
Oh, agreed.
And later on down the line, they could just release a new like Broke XYZ that needs a lot of materials.
No,
I think I even didn't I say that like at some point.
I don't watch
probably.
I
know that's I know that. What I'm saying is like I think I don't remember who I was talking to. I thought it was you guys, but like I think I mentioned that too, where I was like, you know what? As dumb as Rongo is, Rongo for 5 up until Bamboozle was actually quite hard to do. Like if you managed to do it, I guess you earned it, right? Like you got 5 monsters on board to make this dumb thing and went neg 4 just for the hopes to win. But like,
yeah, no, this card Bamboozle Bamboozling Gossip Shadow is definitely the problem card. However, it's new and they still haven't gotten their money's worth out of it. So the Rongo makes the most sense from a financial standpoint. If you're gonna hit something to
hit the old card that they're not selling anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like not only that, but like I don't know. I think it's going to come back and bite us for it because the Gossip Shadow is clearly the problem. Because what it does is what it made it good was that it was a rank 3 and not a rank 4,
right? Which
meant you could mix engines in order to make Rongo for 7 or 6 or whatever you managed to do. So I think we're going to end up seeing that problem with other dumb thing that you can.
Yeah, Bamboozle and Gossip Shadow kind of reminds me almost of Telenite Ptolemaeus.
Yeah,
it's exactly Ptolemaeus. It's the same idea.
And they banned him, not Cyber Dragon Infinity. So
I think what's going to happen is it's going to be one of those ticking time bomb cards where it's going to, like, no one's going to play it for a while, but eventually there'll come a time where it will come back and it will be the same exact thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're using it with that Heraldic card to get the Ghost Trick win condition effect off.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
So I don't know if it's very, very viable, but it's certainly
probably not
the kind of thing you expect that card to do.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So then we're done with the monsters. Now on to the only spell that was banned.
I mean, did anyone not? To be honest, Soul Charge has always had it coming.
It's
Soul Large.
Yeah.
Skill Charge. Ryan's favorite card.
Skill charge.
Ironically, the finals at the PPG tournament was decided on
a bad Soul Charge. He summoned 1/2 inning to 1/2 of many things.
Yeah,
and screwed it play up.
No skill charge.
Yeah, so that was I find that was amusing. But yeah, really not much to say about this. This was definitely a long time in coming. It's far too sacky to.
It's good. It's Monster Reborn on crack. Like you may not get your battle phase, but building boards is such a big thing.
Matter. Not when you can.
Yeah, I know.
It's build a board.
I really tried to justify Soul Charge being in the game, but
at least we have Monster Reborn. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, if we didn't have Reborn, I probably would have said something else.
Yeah.
So now we go on to the limited section, and the first one on the list is the big boy himself.
Who is that?
Chaos Emperor Dragon.
Oh, Emperor. All right, so
Envoy of the errata.
Yeah. Yes.
he's not as good. You can still technically win games off him, but you have to search him and then use him next turn, which is probably the bad play because you rather search something good and then just game them.
At
I
this
don't
point,
think
he's
he's
boneless
that
BLS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd rather have BLS because he has a good effect. But
Sad times. The creator of the ban list has been finally taken off of it,
Yeah.
and it's because he stinks.
Right.
the irony.
But yeah, so he's back with the errata being officially printed for the jump promo that came out last month, I think.
Yeah.
Months ago. So he's been
That was
printed.
a cool print for the errata, I guess.
Yeah, he's
It's a
he's
sexy
out.
looking
It's
card.
you can play him. That's kind of cool. And then, as hinted at the beginning of this stream, we have Scheiberstein.
Oh my god, I don't think
Marion?
he's that bad. I still think he's a problem. I personally wouldn't want him in the game because, as I said before, he's probably one of those time bomb cards.
Well,
But
right
the
now,
5K.
you're using
Right
him
now, we're
just-
turning him into a psychic with Riplodocus and then just paying infinite life points.
Yeah,
I would like to just say that whole combo loses to MST.
right.
I don't know why no one realizes that, but as soon as you pop that stupid field spell, they take 1,000 damage for every time you used the effect.
Ah,
but Dave, no one plays MST.
that's true.
So what you do is you let them burn you to 500 life points and then MST it and win the game because they'll take 8k damage. So I don't. This combo's not good. Fuck, whatever.
But
Other
Yugioh
other
versus-
notable things you can go into would be something like Notoria Exterio.
Exterio or Last Warrior. Last Warrior is also that one's the cheesiest
Yeah.
use for the card, and I actually can see that being good.
Right.
Like I would love to just make a board and then last card stick Saruja special summon Cyberstein in defense mode, Cyberstein's effect, and just top that board off with the Last Warrior.
Yeah.
That's worth the 5k to me.
Yeah, you do have to figure out a way of getting rid of the Cyberstein so you don't take smash to the face, but I guess
He's
you
in
can
defense
summon him
mode.
in defense mode with Saryuja.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm very interested to see what happens with the card. I think it'll be interesting to see if it does find its way into some competitive
say
play
this.
or if it's.
I wouldn't be surprised if it went back on the ban list next year. That's
I
this
wouldn't
is-
either.
This is their snatch deal that I requested when we were talking about this last week. Sure,
Request.
that's fine. Yeah, no,
I'll take a format with a weird card. That's fine.
I think every
Yeah, I'll
format
take
needs
it,
to have
definitely.
a weird card added just to see what it does to it.
And here let's take a side from the video just to look at Ty Wolf here in the comment section, trying to defend Emperor Dragon, saying I'm just too harsh. And he is habitually too easy on bad cards because he plays too many of them.
Well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
He plays heroes, Dave.
Yes.
You need-
It's not just that. It's that he thinks I'm too harsh on cards, and I'm really not. I'm just real.
Has he seen Forza?
He plays is more competitively times than I do, so I don't understand where he gets this mentality. He goes to more tournaments than I do, and he knows that if a card's not good,
But does he
it's
do
bad.
well?
There is no mediocre in Yu-Gi-Oh. If the card's not good, you lose duels because of it. Because the meta is relentless. That's why I am. There is no room for the weak.
No room for the weak.
So
Play your Blackwing somewhere else.
that's why I think Chaos Emperor Dragon will not see any play, because it's a great board nuke, but you can't do anything else that turn. You know how hard that is to even do? To get him set up, you need to use effects, right? You can't just will a light and dark in your graveyard. So the fact that
You have to get him for next turn, and at that point, you probably should have already won.
that's not good. That's bad card design. So so that errata really ruins him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, onward. Next one is Dark
Good job.
Gruffer.
Another hit to the Dark Warrior, Linkro.
I guess people were wondering why they hit Armageddon Knight and not Dark Gruffer,
And then there he is.
and there he is. I think
It did make no sense to have one. Not that they do exactly the same thing.
right.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah. So I'm not surprised by that. I'm surprised it took them so long. I think that's kind of the general feeling of this list in general. Dave and I really started playing quote unquote competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! With what Duelist Alliance.
No, it would be hat format.
So
roughly, it was just before Duelist Alliance. Like Fire Fist was the best deck.
True. Fire Fist, we came in with Dragon, like just after I think full power Dragon Rulers and spell books, but Necros, Burning Abyss, Shadal, UA,
fun format.
that was when we played a lot of. So to see stuff like the next card on the list, Shuret, come back. It's really
nostalgic.
Cool. It is which feels weird because it wasn't that long ago.
It was long ago enough.
But it was like 3 years ago.
Well, not only that, but there's a lot of formats between now and then. It's not just years. It's formats. And Shrit was probably unfairly banned. I will say that. I don't think Necros was ever this undefeatable deck that everyone always thought it was. I think that was a lot of every other deck was garbage, so of course they lost to Necros.
Right. Everything Necros faced was extra deck monsters. They had Tellers with XYZ, Shadal with Fusion, and whatever Ritual Beast made that gets Solemn Strike that they lose.
Yeah, they were literally like the anti-meta deck for Duelist Alliance.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Duelist Alliance was 100% extra deck decks, except stupid Cleaforts, which is kind of sometimes an extra deck. So like
Duelist Alliance, that's rebellion.
No, it is. It's fine. It's the set right after. It's still that format.
Alliance format. Because
that's what I started, so I know that.
And I think the Necros, the Jinlock was what put Necros over.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't that Trish was a power play. Valk was annoying, but
you can play around Trish.
No, Trish was good enough that you had to play around it, and the fact that emptying your hand to avoid one card, that means you're playing around a good card. So it's a solid deck. It searches everything.
It's very good.
I'm glad to see
it's not overpowered.
Kind of making a comeback because it is a lot of fun to play.
It is a lot of fun. I'm excited to actually learn it for realsies.
Right.
As opposed to learning how to play the bad version of it that you could play before this.
Speaking of Duelist Alliance decks, we have Construct to one now. She's finally back.
I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy that Construct's
I never knew why they banned this. I never thought it was that great.
It was because of Perform Ages, I think, because at the time was Trick Clown.
We have back now because Damage Juggler's back to one as well. So
yeah, it was probably lesser effect and more because it's sending a light from your deck. Right.
Yeah. Hence the snow
it was
hit.
Trick Clown, and that was Master Rule 3. So we just make a bunch of XYZs and game them.
But not being a Link monster is probably her biggest flaw right now.
Yeah.
And so I think she's fine.
I would not be surprised if we saw her go to 3 in a near future list.
I think she'll see some play, though. She'll definitely see play
I think so, too.
because of the utility of El Shadal Fusion and Shadal Fusion.
Yeah, I don't know that it would be broken enough right now to.
Yeah, basically with Construct back, it allows a lot more decks to use Shadals. So I think it's more of just a fun thing to have.
Yeah, it's gonna turn into that splashable engine again, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you'll see like fun variant decks.
Yeah, and I like that.
Although I don't want to see. Sorry, Ryan. I just want to put. I don't want to see. I just don't want to see Danger Dolls. Right. Don't do it. Don't ruin things for everybody.
Well, that's not discarding, so we should be okay.
Shadal's mistiming. Something people tend to forget.
Speaking of sending lights to the grave. What? Brilliant Fusion.
Rip Doug.
Do you think
why nobody plays Brilliant Fusion video?
Well, because you can only you have as many copies of the Fusion card as you do your Garnet. Ew.
Do you really think that? I don't know. I'm not sure I like this.
To be honest, the Brilliant Fusion is disgustingly good because with one Lone Fire you get Skull Dread, so it's not
still do that.
Yeah, you can still do that, but it becomes less. I don't know.
Okay.
You know
I know what you're saying, Marion. I think you're wrong.
Seems about.
But this is why. And I think I get what Ryan's saying. I think Brilliant Fusion is a lot like Maxi. It's either 3 or 1, or 3 or 0.
Yeah.
Because at 1, it's still so searchable that you pretty much just doesn't matter. Like if you were playing the Predator Plant engine in your deck, you just now max out on that instead of Brilliant Fusion. Like it doesn't end up being any different. Now you're actually less likely to open Brilliant and your Garnet. So now it's like kind of like a weird splashable tech choice, which is strange for the card, but it is now.
You could also run Instant Fusion, so the Predator Plans don't become a brick if you draw the Brilliant.
Yeah, and the other problem you're running into is like, regardless of whether you think it's sacky or not, the card itself bestows you a second extra normal summon because you're only making Seraphinite. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. And because of that problem, you're not just getting an extra normal summon. You're getting an extra body on board, and you're thinning your deck out. Like that's a lot for one card to do. So I honestly think it's ban worthy.
Yeah,
I don't think it should be banned. I would understand it if it was.
I would say let's ban Seraphinite over Brilliant Fusion.
Well, then again, do Gem Knights still play Brilliant Fusion without? I don't think they run Seraphinite.
They don't run Seraphinite, but I'm pretty sure they probably play Brilliant Fusion. But I don't think they don't think they run Seraphinite. So hitting Seraphinite doesn't hurt the deck that Brilliant Fusion belongs to, but it does.
So they would have to ban Seraphinite.
They would have to ban Seraphinite.
Which I think from a format balancing standpoint, hitting Seraphinite is the better hit.
Yeah.
Because nothing's more annoying when you play a shit tier rogue deck,
right, and
Konami bans one of your cards because someone else ruined it for you. Right. Like that's annoying.
Yeah.
So like, if they don't run Seraphinite, if that's true, then that makes more sense to hit because then they can use their Brilliant Fusion and it's fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the next one is Gold Sarcophagus. I think that's pretty much a Thunder Dragon hit.
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty much it.
Macosmos.
No.
It wasn't that good in Cosmos. You needed the field spell, otherwise it's just bad.
Yeah. Isn't that technically a neg 1 without the field spell?
Pretty much.
It doesn't do anything.
So yeah, that's a Thunder Dragon hit. I guess that's good, but
honestly, Gold Sark should stay at 1. Like,
I think with the Aloof Lupine coming out, that's the reasoning for hitting Gold Sark now.
What the hell is that?
Okay, fair enough.
The Lone Wolf.
Oh, that thing. Right.
Yeah, sure.
So I think that's the reasoning behind that. Magical Mid-Breaker Field.
Yeah, kind of out of left field, but it makes sense.
What you did.
Apparently, to stop.
It makes sense. It makes total sense. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's a dumb card.
And continuing with the token hitting, we got Scapegoat.
Scapegoat's a free link for. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Scapegoat is a +3.
Yeah.
It is a +3.
No, it's very good.
Being a quick play is kind of the dumbest part about the card.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you can summon it in your opponent's end phase and then be able to summon from the extra deck.
Yes. Yeah. It's such a comeback. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's won me games just itself. It doesn't even matter what deck you're playing. Right. It just wins games. Like
especially with Boros Sword, I think that pushes it over the edge. I don't know that it's quite ban worthy. It's close.
It's sacky at 1.
It's
though.
really close.
It's super sacky at 1. It's stupid.
Speaking of sacky, Slash Draw.
Slash Draw's a stupid one to
have limited.
Put at 1. Yeah. It doesn't work anymore. No. It literally doesn't function.
No.
It's like Rat Pier.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw a functioning Slash Draw FTK, but I wasn't really.
It was a thing, I think, for a second.
I think it was, but I never saw it. So
I never saw it played at a tournament. Like I saw it as like look at this broke replay, right, but exactly. Never.
Yeah. Whatever. So all right, whatever. That's
Rip.
Now. Right, it's pretty much now being used to put things back into your deck.
Yeah, and honestly, Slash Draw it's a weird card. It's also kind of poorly designed. It's the kind of card that whether or not there's a good deck right now,
it's reminiscent of OG Yu-Gi-Oh,
Mm-hmm.
which is
I just
Sure.
use it to
when
shuffle things
when
back that I milled
was
in
kind of
Lightspeed.
designed. So
I know it's just that
not balanced.
it's not balanced. It's poorly designed. It's poorly balanced, and it's one weird deck away from being broke. So it's fine. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now it's literally just a graveyard manipulator now. So that's the end of the limits. Now we're on to the free birds.
Because there's no semi-limit changes.
semi-
There's barely any semi-limit cards as it is.
Right now there are 4 semi-limits: Malicious, Luster Pendulum, Necroface, and Terraforming.
I think Terraforming and Malicious should stay there. Luster can come to 3.
Luster can come to 3.
Necroface, the idea is that you don't want to hit a ton of Necrofaces with the Necroface mill and then just
Yes. Necroface and Malicious might be the only 2 cards in this game that are uniquely able to be put at 2 and it actually do something.
I think Terraforming and Luster Pendulum could probably come off.
I don't know. I love Terraforming, but so many field spells are so good, and a lot of archetypes coming out search their own field spells. Yeah, so
I hate Terraforming it too.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Terraforming.
I'm salty about it, but whatever.
I think it should be at 1. Personally.
So,
but,
Inzektor Hornet.
Nothing.
I don't know anything about Inzektors.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, there is that. I think what their Dragonfly is also still limited right now, so they kind of have their other card at 1.
I fought full-powered Hornet with Pendulums, and they lose to... If you stop their normal summon, they lose. So
yeah, it's definitely an older archetype.
Definitely a rogue deck, at the very least. Or at the most.
So it's kind of cool that they're... Again, I love that the fact that they're bringing back some...
Damn it, Tywolf!
Some
they're
older
not
stuff.
coming back.
They're bad. One of the more...
Tier 0.
In addition to
this is what drives me so batty about Jason too. Like he plays a lot of tournaments. He does very well at tournaments. He does well. He does better than I. So he has zero excuse to be such a scrub.
Jesus, great.
But
like it doesn't make any sense. It defies logic.
In addition to the Shuret on ban, we get Brio back at 3.
That's so good. Such a good thing.
I was not expecting that to go straight from 1 to 3.
I was expecting Unicorn.
I would have thought Unicorn should be at 2.
Unicorn should be at 2 for the deck to really work, but
because it's recover. I think his discard effect is add back,
right?
So
yeah,
he keeps the deck going.
Because sorry Ryan, but both Unicorn effects are really good.
Yep.
So having to play like who's your favorite kid with them is really annoying. Like it'd be cool to just have 2.
Apparently he's skyrocketing. Imagine if he went back to his original price of 140 per copy.
The problem with Brio was he was short printed.
Yeah, super short printed.
So there wasn't he was actually not super cheap even when the deck was bad. So none of them were. They were all all the good ones were were over $20.
Yep.
So
Hey Dave, Brio. This guy's asking if Brio was the one on the garbage top 10 ritual list. The one that completely ignored Chaos Max.
What? Ignore him.
I thought it was funny.
What?
Continue.
Where's Chaos Max?
But that wasn't. But he phrased that as a statement, but put a question mark. I can't tell if he's asking me something or he's pensively telling me something.
That's what bothered me.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Exoton Knight.
You only need 1.
Right. There's no reason you're gonna run more than 1. So having it at 1 is the same as having it at 3. So they're just doing some list maintenance at this point.
Pretty much just to get that black line off the list because it looks bad.
Yep.
I do
really
say
extra deck monsters are the weirdest thing to limit. They are. It's almost useless to limit them because it's
really is. Unless it's an archetype monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's like Toad or Cyber Dragon Colossus where you need more than 1.
Yep.
Good old Cyber Dragon Colossus. I want to say this list. I'm noticing Konami's leaning more towards what's that thing? Nuking. They love nuking, because 3 Exciton Knight and 3 Slumber.
Speaking of Slumber,
Dark
that's
Hole
the
and-
next
Did we
card
skip
on the
it?
list.
Oh, it's
Oh,
next,
no.
but-
Sorry, it was unlimited. I in my brain, I just assumed it would go to 2 first, but nope, it's...
I really like that though, because it's like it makes going second a lot more powerful because the way Yu-Gi-Oh works is you go first, make a board, and stop your opponent.
And this
so you can
is
game them
this
next
is
turn.
only to promote that new kaiju in Savage Strike.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Yes.
because the
Yeah.
only time this is ever going to go off is if somebody hits you with Slumber, because it's the only time you'd ever want to use that.
Right.
Fair.
So it's
Because that card is without this card running around,
yeah.
that shitty kaiju is at best an anti-side to someone's Gamacils that they sided against you.
Right.
And that is a rough side. That's a rough argument to make for a side deck option. It's
Isn't
like,
that for pure kaijus though, which no one plays?
Well, they didn't because Kaiju Slumber was limited.
There's a pure version. Anyway,
no, there's no pure version of kaijus. The deck doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna play Slumber. At
I would
least
assume
side
so.
it, because
Yeah,
not
no,
only does it nuke, it searches kaijus. So why
Definitely.
would
It's also a Slumber is a huge deck commitment.
Yes.
So it is in a way more balanced than Dark Hole. It's hard to say that it is balanced
It's
because
really
you're
hard
getting
to say.
you're getting a body after you nuke the board. So that's really good. Like that's really good value.
They're
but it's
also
like-
getting a body, so
But they're getting a body. And it's forcing you to make a really lousy battle phase. And
I think this
You
could
waited
be. I mean, this
you waited-
is also
you-
probably another counter to the Build-A-Board.
yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh's build a board. Also, you can Ash Slumber,
That's
so
true.
I think there'd be a lot of interaction.
It'll
It'll
be
punish the
interesting.
players for just setting up boards without a spell negate. which I think
Thoughts
is
on the
good.
Monarch Storm 4th being at 3 now?
I hate Monarch.
well, everyone's favorite chat scrub Jason is ecstatic about it because it gives he lost so much removal without Master Penis. Actually, then that was the problem with True Dracos. They really
Yeah.
didn't have any way of getting over it except just like nuking their own backboard just
Yeah,
to like
which is
get their
weird.
pop effects off, which is
Yeah.
just a weird way to play that deck. So giving him 3 of these gives him some really trolly, annoying, and table flipping, wrath inducing removal.
If he's
Stormforth
not
is a-
slow playing,
Yeah, so I hate Stormforth. I have always hated this card. This card is annoying as hell
Yeah.
because as soon as your opponent uses it, they're like, "All right, activate Stormforth," and you're like, "God damn it!" Like you have to respond to it because like you're in a no shit scenario. It's like they're gonna tribute your guy, so you got to do something. Like so, it's
and
like
it's not
Yeah.
even. It's just at some point that turn. It's not. You don't have to
Yeah, it's not
target it. You don't
immediate.
have to. It's any time. So you flip it, and in Monarch, it's great because then you just summon on your opponent's
Keep that deck.
turn using their monster. Yeah, no, it's. I'm intrigued again about this one to see how it does and see if.
I
yeah,
guess
you
it
got to
could be a good
remember,
side deck
like
thing.
stupid True Dracos can tribute summon on your turn,
Right,
so now they can do that with
Right.
your monsters.
right.
What a dick!
But they're not gonna sack
Speaking
him for
of
Masterpiece.
using your monsters, now we have Eradicator Epidemic Virus at 3.
Won't see play. It's good.
Maybe that shitty, stupid Lure of Darkness deck will actually do something because Eradicator is arguably the best one.
Lair of Darkness?
You could technically use this
What
in
I call
a
it?
danger,
Lure
can't
of
you?
Darkness.
Allure of
I
Darkness.
think you said
I mean, they
Lure.
probably play
Lure of
Lure.
Darkness, like
Lure of Darkness.
Lure.
Lure.
It's like a fishing pole.
Yes. Yes.
It'd be an equipped spell.
It's like bamboo short.
With like a
Yeah.
skull on the end of it, yeah.
Yeah. Death's fishbowl.
Yeah, again, this one I agree. I don't think this is going to be doing anything in the meta anytime soon, but it's again interesting to see if you're going to probably run into it at locals.
Yeah.
Someone's
Yeah.
going to be playing it. Infernity Barrier. Now there's a card I've not seen at 3 and a long
I don't think I've ever
Before
seen
I
three when I
played
was
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Infernity Barrier because like it's kind of boneless solemn strike at this point.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it's more.
searchable.
Well, it's actually
It's searchable judgment. That's the counter argument to my
Right.
point, though. It's like it's not super great, but when it's live, it's really great,
Right.
and it's easy to get to.
And it's not once per turn, so it's
I
searchable.
don't
You
think
can have
any
a
of
couple.
them for
If your opponent loops, if your opponent loops their Archfiend,
Right.
and they set 3 of these, you're gonna have a really lousy next turn.
Right.
Like that's gonna stink.
Yes.
So
granted, Master Rule 4 kind of put a kink in their deck a little bit.
a kink in their stink, and they also don't have
And then-
Lavalval Chain,
And
which
then
is
Firewall
big problem.
being banned also really hurt them a lot too. So
Yeah, Archfiend's at 1. So
yeah.
should be fine.
So I think if you're gonna put something back to get it off the list, which this is what this seems like.
it was a maintenance list because
Yeah.
it's the first list of the new year, so it's like
Right.
all right.
I again, this is something that I think I remember telling you, Dave. I just want I want Konami to get as much off the list as possible.
Yeah, I kind of
Even if it's not going to do anything, like they're only like I feel like they were keeping things like Hornet on this list simply because it was too much trouble to even test to make sure there was nothing broke with it, so
Right.
they just left it on there, even though everyone was pretty sure it would be fine.
Right.
But they're like, I mean, it's not going to do anything. But I don't want to put the
Right.
effort in. We'll just keep it on there. Whatever, fuck it. So it's easier to do that. So it's good to see them doing it.
Yeah.
My theory has always been they keep things on a list so they can release support to justify taking it off the next list.
Sure. Yeah. The list is a money
Marketing.
making engine.
Well, when you take a card off the list, it
Marketing.
hypes up that deck, regardless if that deck is good or not.
it's a marketing
Yeah.
scheme. That's what the list is, and it's part maintenance and health of the game, and part marketing.
Health of the game.
And
3 barrier.
Three barrier.
so yeah. Speaking of health of the game, Wind Up Magician.
I don't know. As long as you don't have the XYZ, it should be fine.
We're
It's
still- we're
it's always
missing
been
the-
Hunter.
We're missing the party boat, so.
The
Right.
party boat.
But even if you had one Zenmaity, you can't do the loop.
No.
So.
But Wind Ups functions as a deck.
So all they're gonna do is just make multiple Exotons, right?
Right.
Just
Right.
keep
Not much
looping
we
you.
can go into.
I don't know. I think it's fine. There's no again the maintenance
Yeah.
maintenance list. Get it off.
And the Link monster does kind of fill a little bit of the void that the party boat
Right.
leaves. So I don't know. Maybe they can do something.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Pretty
I
cool
think,
deck to see.
to
I
have
think
at
TG again. TG Hyper Librarian is another one that's just. I think it's fine. It really wasn't doing anything at 2, and I don't think you would run 3.
3
No.
limiter though.
So yeah, TG.
Hyper
is a maintenance just to get it off the list because it was at 2.
Master Rule 4 kicked him in the dick.
Right.
Like, it's hard to commit all that resources to synchro summoning just to draw some cards. You know,
Even
like,
with
Yeah.
Needle Fiber, I think you're still not going to summon 3 of him. You're going to probably have 2 in your deck. So
Yeah.
having him at 2
Because remember, you're
doesn't-
playing synchros.
Yeah, it doesn't
so
limit
the extra
anything. So
commitment.
having him at 3 is just get him off the list, and then the 3 limiter removal.
Yeah.
I can't speak.
you know what? This makes a lot of really bad rogue decks
playable.
playable.
So what you can do is you can play Cyberstein, right? And
Okay.
Double his
and
attack
and
3
use
times.
his effects to summon a machine, right?
Yeah,
And then attack with limiter removal.
All 3 of them.
and do a bunch of damage.
Yeah, you could summon like Barbroid and attack for 9,000.
Barbroid can't attack directly though.
Oh, okay, 8,000.
So you equip their monster with a mist body, so it can't be killed.
Missed body.
And then you lower their monster's attack, which is 0,
Underclock Taker.
with Underclock
By
Taker,
targeting whatever you summoned with the
targeting your Barbroid.
Yes.
No, targeting. Oh yeah.
And then you smash them in the face with your 1,000,000 attack power Barbroid.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Broke.
Meta
Did you tell them
defining.
they suck?
Meta defining. I mean, like Cosmos could run the shit out of this.
Sure.
A 6K Dark Destroyer that's gonna float when this thing kills it is
Right. During the end,
pretty solid.
Destroying the monsters at the end turn does not sound like a bad thing.
no.
Yeah.
Cosmos can use this pretty well. I'm sure. The stupid
Cyber
ancient
Dragons.
gears that everyone plays in Yugioh for
That's
some reason can use it.
Well, ancient gears, the 3 fossil dies.
Hey, stupid Marion can play it. He can sack somebody with Power Bond, and then summon
Limiter in it, just
just make a huge Cyber Dragon, just a huge fucking Cyber Dragon.
OG Cyber Dragon, not even like one of the fusions, just Cyber Dragon.
You gotta get that salted.
I summoned Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon
So
with
that
a
was-
bajillion attack power.
That was the list. Now that we've gone over and talked about all the cards, what are your final thoughts on it? Besides, it was good.
It was good.
All right, Marion.
It was also good.
All right.
No, I really liked the list. When I first read it, it actually was stressing me out because I was like, wow, this is a huge list.
Mhm.
Like every single deck in the entire game had some minor tweak to it.
Right.
Even if it was just the extra deck. Like, this was a huge meta-changing list. At least at first. Now that I've kind of digested it over the last couple of days, a lot of these are not going to matter.
Right.
Like, again, Chaos Emperor Dragons, really probably not going to matter. I'm not even positive Necros hits are going to matter, or Necros releases are going to matter. I'm not really sure that Shadal is going to matter.
I think that'll make them competitive enough. I think
It'll make the decks work.
You might be topping original with some of them, but
do you think there's any decks that got hit that won't be that were meta before that won't be meta after the list?
Thunder Dragon is going to have to retool. I don't know if it's going to kill him.
I don't know,
but
not at all.
They lost some Wombo combos though.
They lost some play starters, and I think they had the potential to brick a little bit more now. But I still think they're going to be just as functional as before. I think what should have probably happened, I think Widow Anchor probably should have gotten hit, and Multi-Faker should have gotten hit.
I'm actually quite surprised that Sky Strikers has gotten off so easy in the TCG. I have no idea why. It's out of print.
Considering that those are kind of the top two decks at the moment, they didn't bring them back a little bit.
I mean, I guess we just got a new Sky Striker, right? So I guess maybe that's why.
I honestly don't even think Engage should be hit. I think it's Widow Anchor.
Yeah, honestly, Widow Anchor's really good.
Yeah, it's not even once. None of their cards are once per turn, which I found out, which annoyed me.
It's true.
That's like
Widow Anchor's good. Multi-roll's good.
Multi-roll you can stop easier.
Yeah, and also multi-roll's only good because Widow Anchor's good.
And Engage is only good like mid-game. It's still a search, but
it's good first turn. It's great turn 2.
Right. Exactly.
So, and
I
think it's only good because Widow Anchor is really good. So it's...
Right. Yeah, I don't think any of the unlimits or any of the new cards that we got back are going to be able to compete with anything with the Thunder Dragons, Ultrageists, and Sky Strikers.
Oh, Ultrageists.
I don't think maybe the Salmon Greats. I've heard they have a good Ultrageist matchup in the OCG. Maybe with the new structure deck coming out.
The OCG doesn't have dangers though.
Which they lost a lot of their degeneracy, at least, with Gumblar.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that with Dangers, everyone likes to hate on them. They're really good. But all they are is an engine. They don't really do anything themselves. They just generate advantage. So it's only a matter of time before they find something else stupid to make.
Right.
So, I don't know.
But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. I think I see Chicago is the next one coming up.
It'll
be very interesting to see kind of what comes of that, and then the regional that Dave and I are going to be going to in a couple weeks. It'll be very interesting to see what.
Probably skyscraper top.
Skyscraper top. Elemental Heroes skyscraper.
Yes, you heard it here, folks. Elemental Heroes are coming back. They're making a comeback, Jason. They're gonna win duels. Even though they didn't get anything on or off the ban list at all, and they're exactly where they were before this.
Dave, you don't understand. They got Stratos back. That's all they need.
They got Stratos back last list. They've had months to do something with him.
They need more time, all right?
They need more time. They got to figure it out. They're still deck building. There's only like 3 people playing it, so they don't have as many
representatives.
Innovators.
They don't have as much data on the testing circuit.
Oh, my Dark Lord keeps dying. What do I do?
All right, Dave.
Shield.
You wanna do some testing for the Rochester Regional?
Sure. But anyway, guys, that was our list discussion for Ryan, put the damn thing back.
What?
I'm doing a sign off so we can parse it out later.
Yeah, and this is showing the whole list.
Oh,
Mizzle.
sorry. I just assumed you were switching to whatever.
I know what I'm doing.
Shut up, Ryan. All right, guys, that was our list discussion. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for joining us in chat. Now, let's see what the format does. And I will see you guys next time. Maybe.
It has an end screen with the X-Files theme song.
To be continued.
To be determined? I don't know.
Yes,
right.
I am the third voice.
Marion.
He is the moral compass of the channel.
Oh God,
Yes.
no.
Ryan, I thought you were better than that.
No, that's not true. That's impossible.
That's impossible.
If Marion's the moral compass, then
We're doomed.
Things can only go downhill from here, boy.
I think we can only go uphill from there.
No, you ever seen like back in the day, like in the medieval times, where they'd light a hay bale on fire and roll it down the hill at the enemy? That would be the channel right there.
Yep.
Mowing over all the competition, baby.
In a fiery mess.
All right,
Blaze of
we're
glory.
gonna switch over. Hey Dave, we're gonna switch over to the other chat.
The what?
The
Oh.
Grand Court.
The one where Predator's in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hello?
Who is it?
Hello.
Doopagajoo, babagajoo,
We got Big Dave now.
baba ganoush.
Baba Ganoush?
It's the Babadook.
Hello?
Hey kids, it's the Babadook. I hate you.
It's a
I
Barbadook.
hate you.
It's a Marmaduke. Like that Great Dane.
Who would win in a fight, Marmaduke or the Babadook?
The Babadook.
I mean, I get it, right? Like Marmaduke's just a big dumb dog.
Yeah.
He's just boneless Scooby Doo. So I guess.
Rawr.
The non-talking one. Hey, is the Shaggy meme a new thing?
No, there was an Ultra Instinct Shaggy for a while. Just like for some reason, it just all of a sudden got like popular. I don't know why.
You guys are going to the Rochester one?
Yeah.
Yes, Rock
What
Regs.
if I come?
Popular. I don't know why.
You guys
But-
are
I
going-
mean, how do you want Dave to answer that?
Predator.
I don't know.
You can.
What if
I'm not gonna kick you out of a store I don't
Yeah,
own.
but-
Is that what you're
but-
asking?
But I never like introduce myself to you guys, but I take pictures of you guys and like upload them to the
Is it
Discord.
okay if I hug you?
I think.
Are you asking if you're allowed to be a real life friend as well?
I don't know if it's willing
We're
to go
That's a-
that
crossing
far.
that path.
That's a weird thing to ask me. That makes me feel like I should say no.
I know, that's why I asked it. It's so weird.
I know. Wouldn't it be weird? Wouldn't it be weird if I saw you in real life in the same
Yes,
place?
yes, it would.
Yeah, it would be.
Being that we're both humans on this earth, presumably.
No, I was just like, maybe if there was a New York one, like New York City, I would go, but not like Rochester.
Yeah, there's nothing
That's
in
like-
Rochester.
England?
Yeah, it's like Buffalo, but like without an NFL team.
They hit the Bills for a couple months.
Yeah, isn't a training field up in Rochester?
It is.
Yeah, it's at one of the random colleges for some reason.
Which was pretty close to Dave's house.
It was. I probably could have walked to the Bills training camp. I don't know. I would have been putting in more effort than they were to do that.
Oh!
That was post 90s.
Ooh,
Hot take!
I gently strolled for a mile. What'd you guys do today?
And hurt myself.
I didn't hurt myself. I got benched.
I got benched, and I got cut from the team.
You ate bench warmer?
They kept firing management. It was weird.
After Jim
Revolving
Kelly
door.
left, nothing went right.
Well,
The Bills are like the silver bullet chasers of the NFL.
Everything
They're like,
went wide right. If we're making that joke.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't even blame the Bills for that. That's the kicker's fault.
That was rough. Anyway, but yeah,
You know that? What is it? Pet Ventura. What's that guy? Jim Carrey and his like
Ace
pet
Ventura, Pet
thing? Yeah,
Detective.
Ace Ventura. Yeah,
Pet
like
Ventura.
that kicker was in the first movie.
Pet Ventura, Ace Detective.
Yeah, that was the whole plot with that kicker.
That'd be a terribly different movie if it was Ace Detective.
$30 sub, Dave.
Oh yeah, everyone.
Jesus
everyone wanted
Christ!
to pop in
You're
and say
making
hi.
my taxes go up. Stop!
Ryan just popping in to throw dollar bill, y'all.
This is like his chatterbait, I guess.
He's just whipping it out, just going to town. He doesn't want to say anything.
care about anyone else.
Roderick asked, "Take me with you to that regionals, Predator, Davey, and Ryan. Like I want to compete for regionals, but I need a ride."
Well, that's one of the things you need to be at a regional.
I like how he never asks screencasters. He only like asks me, and then
Wait,
Dave.
what?
Well, that
I don't live in New York.
That Georgia boy's not coming up to New York.
I know you guys.
Come up to North Carolina.
It's much.
That
it's
southerner
much
ain't
too
gonna
cold
cross
up
the
here.
35th parallel.
I don't know if you guys know like stuff, but
Stuff.
Literally everybody
Or-
talking on the chat right now is at least a couple hundred miles away from each other.
which
Yeah.
is like it's like I don't know if you guys know that, or
Like-
or whether or not your I don't even know if you guys know your
Geography.
location
Yeah.
relative to mine, but simply asking me for a ride, it's like
All right, yeah, I'll meet you.
I don't. Yeah, I'll meet you in Ohio. Where what? Like,
That middle
I'll
ground.
meet you by Columbus.
Mr. Chris.
I mean, like I'm technically the closest one to Dave, and I'm still like a couple hundred
yeah,
miles
Ryan,
away.
fuck you.
Actually, no, like legitimately, I'm probably closer to Dave than Ryan
As
is
the
to Dave.
crow
Where do you
flies,
live?
I'm sure.
We'll say Hartford, Connecticut. This is not Hartford, Connecticut. But
no, that's actually pretty close.
I'm like
I mean,
an
to
hour
be
and a
fair-
half away.
Is that PT? Is he alive? Is he here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Get out of the chat!
Hey!
I'm just
Are we-
saying it could be worse. They could be asking me to give you a ride, and I'm clearly here on the other end of the country from you.
Yeah, you're in that
Clearly
communist
could not operate a vehicle.
Yeah.
Kieran says no one's close to him except Jace.
That's
Jazz
not bad.
by?
No,
It could be worse. It could be like me.
it could be worse. That would be
Yeah.
worse.
Hey. Or J Voids.
J Voids.
We're calling him Jace.
That's his name.
This is his real name.
That was Jason.
Stupid name.
No.
It's
What do you gotta
Jace. Like it's Jace. Like the Dragon Ball Z guy.
Yeah, exactly. No, the one
Like-
that gets like wrecked by Vegeta.
Like the Space Australian.
Yeah, the red guy?
Yes, the Space Australia. Crikey,
Space
mate.
Australia.
Are we gonna duel or no?
Yeah, let's duel.
Hey,
Let's
duel.
I left
All
my
right.
Vegeta, I want to duel you, Vegeta.
I left my dual disc at home.
Oh, I have one too.
Aren't you at home though? So
Mine's the Orichalcos one.
Oh, then you're a bad guy. So, and
Well, I mean, let's be honest here.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ryan is the hero of our story. You gotta dick him down.
No, he's Dave's waifu thing.
No, Ryan is
His
Joey.
wife.
I'm the short, plucky main character, and he's my tall, blonde, dumb friend.
Yeah, he's your Yugi Moto to your Joey.
I like how we lost 30 views in the last 5 minutes.
It's probably because I whipped out the Weeby dual disc.
we stopped talking about the ban list, so there's that.
Are we gonna duel or no?
Are
We
we
should do
clickbaiting
tag
now?
duels. We should like throw it to a classic.
Tag
Tag
duels
duels.
do nothing to prepare us for.
Brian wants to train.
Yeah.
a little bit. He wants to get in that hyperbolic time chamber, and
Yeah, then
I
he gets
wish.
to go with like Gohan and become like.
Ryan wants to make a man out of Dave for the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants to get as much practice in so he can scrub out properly.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business. To defeat Hans.
defeat the whatever
So-
Predator
My
Magnus's
favorite meme
people
from
are.
that show is I
Oh,
can't
well,
believe I fell
wow.
in love with a girl.
Are you a Hun? You're a
I'm
Hun,
not a Hun.
right?
I'm like literally not a Hun.
We need to bring the Mongolians back. The Mongolians.
They never
Win.
conquered that far in.
The Mongoloids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the biggest thing with Mulan is that the Huns never invaded China, so like that's like 100% just didn't happen. So it's, I don't know what. If anything,
Yeah, they totally didn't, like-
Disney movie wasn't true.
I'm pretty sure the only reason they were Huns was because nothing rhymes with Mongol.
Mongolian.
Yeah, like what rhymes with Mongolian? And like plus like let's get down to business to defeat the Mongolians. Like that's a mouthful.
Defeat the Mongolian horde led by Genghis Khan.
To defeat.
Are you
You
ready?
could say
Dave?
the Horde. That would work.
Yeah,
Okay.
the horde,
That's
right?
StarCraft to you.
Duel me, Dave.
Wait, what's what is it? Are we
Let's get down to business
and duel Ryan?
Duel
and
me.
drop
Duel me,
our
Yugi.
pants.
Duel
Who's
me,
hosting,
Yugi.
Ryan? I
Duel
can't
me,
see.
duel me, Yugi, with that black eyes.
I don't appreciate being compared to Joey. I'm more of a Kaiba.
You're definitely Joey.
I just can't do a Brooklyn
What it-
accent, so we're just gonna
what it
go with
You're definitely fucking
What's the
Joey.
password?
that. Dave lowercase.
Dave
Why is it so simple?
Lowercase. Hey, Yug.
Get outta here.
So, Dave, are you just settled with paleo frogs now?
Yeah.
I had a feeling it would just devolve to that. It always does.
Anything inside was a tiny turtle, and
You haven't played
I don't
Turtle
think you
in
played Turtle and Frogs.
a while now. Can you find the match, Dave?
I'm not looking for it.
Why not?
That might help.
My deck is 34 cards.
All right, duel me, Ryan. Then duel me.
Okay.
Okay,
I will play you once, but then not for the full match.
okay, that's fine. I didn't make. Yeah, I go second. Yay, I win.
I go second. You go first. Everybody in a hearse.
All right.
It's so stupid.
Are you ready to face the mighty V Jam?
You guys just got a glimpse into the real me. Whenever I'm doing something that requires my brain, my mouth starts making weird noises and starts speaking gibberish that I'm not even aware of until I actually stop and think about what it is that I just said.
I like how you
And-
can rhyme on a dime.
It actually helps me think. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. My mom used to think I was insane.
Used to.
I probably am.
I didn't know you
Remember-
had parents.
I remember this one time I was driving with my ex, and like I
Oh.
was daydreaming about something. Like we weren't talking. She was like thinking about something, and we're just driving. And all of a sudden, I was like, I just said something. I was like, to myself or something really weird, and like I didn't think much of it. And then she just like slowly turns her head, and I kind of noticed. She just looks at me dead and goes, "You're mad," and I was like. Like, I made some really weird laugh, and it was actually quite funny.
If only you said it in Arabic.
Yeah, say in Arabic.
It would have been like Arabic music, and then it would have been a JoJo. Hey, whatever the fuck that is.
No, I don't mean Nightmare Unicorn. I mean like Necros of Unicorn.
You mean
Unicorn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I spelled it correctly, not in Yugioh phase.
I enter my Yu-Gi-Oh phase. My parents wish that I didn't.
I make like stupid alliterations that make no sense. The card text.
That one.
Japanese puberty.
That one and that one, I think.
That's where you think you're a Pokemon, right?
Yes.
And I don't wear deodorant.
Some people never leave that phase and just become furries and want to bang Gardevoir.
Charmander, Char! Shut up,
What's your-
Charmander.
What's your opinion on them?
Char this.
What's your opinion on furries?
What is your opinion on furries?
I mean, it's weird, but they seem to be pretty harmless. There's
What if you,
worse,
like-
more
if you,
predatory
like-
sexual fetishes out there.
Predator. Like, Vor. Never go wrong with classic Vor.
I mean, I guess if you completely keep your vor tendencies to the drawn version.
Ryan, how come you don't play, why Metaltron over Decode?
For the spaces.
Also, Metaltron is a better card too.
I don't know.
Okay.
Deco stops
Metaltron?
your shit from being targeted, which helps with the.
You're playing
Twitch.
Curious, Ryan.
Damn it, Ryan! Why do you have to make such a good board?
Make a
Ryan
bad board.
acting like Trip Gaming. Needs more fans
I
tonight.
resent that comment.
It can't be that because you don't have 60 cards in your deck.
Right? I'm actually playing a good deck.
Oh, I'm gonna activate Monster Reborn.
I'm gonna open up the Steam and Demon. Oh, look at this board. Ew! Warlord Savage Dragon. Do you actually own one of these, Ryan?
Not yet. It's
No.
not out yet.
He's playing pretend cards.
It's out yet.
Okay.
Ouch.
You targeted Absolute.
No.
My
Absolute vodka.
Yeah, I
What's
targeted
that?
that.
only had one Savage Dragon pulled out of the entire thing, and it was like almost probably 80 packs.
Savage Dragon. He's always got the best clap back.
Oh, Dave.
Sounds like a sex term.
Clap ass cheeks.
No, that's fine. You can have that. Lovely, Dave. Thank you for that.
That was my clapping sex noise when bodies thrust upon each other.
How old are you, Dave?
In the-
You're acting really childish.
Wait,
12?
bodies. Does
Maybe
that mean they're
13?
both?
Did
Maybe.
Predator Madness call me childish? What a
The irony
world.
of that
What-
statement.
What a
What an
world.
oxymoron, right?
Jesus
I knew
Christ.
it was cubics. It's always fucking.
Don't negate this. Let it go through.
Don't negate this.
Don't negate me, bro.
Don't negate me, bro.
Who would win?
I really
One
wish you negated that
decently
Monster
powered,
Reborn, but
semi-consistent rogue deck, or one negatey boy.
Oh.
That's how you know your deck is rogue when it loses to one negate. That's
I know,
how you
I know,
know.
I
That's
know.
the
I
litmus
love-
test for rogue. Like,
That's like.
did I lose to Ash? Yep. Must be rogue. Oops.
that's a shame.
Sex sounds like running in flip-flops. That's how you know it's good.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Have you ever ran in flip-flops?
No.
He's from a third world country. What did you expect?
You're from a third world country too. What are you talking about?
Yes, California.
Did you ever run in chanclas? Is that are
No,
you Spanish? Is
I'm
that-
not Spanish.
I still don't know what you are. You always dodge the question. You never
I
answer
always
it.
answer it, and
You
always
never answer it.
It's clearly Punjabi.
He's
like,
Punjab.
no.
I don't even think that's a race. I'm pretty sure that's just.
No, it is.
The
It's
language.
a group. It's what it's what Pakistan used to be called.
12
Punjab.
Pakistan.
Punjabi.
What?
I'm Dum Javai.
If you get a Punjab, that's actually
That's actually $120.
That's 120. Can I get a Punjab? Wouldn't that just be sex?
Essentially.
Yeah, that's just coitus, I believe.
Okay, I'm Persian.
Would you like a vagina job? You mean sex? What a weird way to phrase that.
You ever
No,
seen
I actually think I don't.
You ever seen Borat?
Fucking Borat. Yeah.
That's what this conversation reminds me of. Sister, she's number 4 whore in country.
Number 4 is pretty good.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I lost this duel, so
Why would you do
we're just gonna
Putang pie.
we're just gonna like
Poo temp.
Best card 2018 getting negated over here.
no.
Hey, it's
I
your
lost
boy
the duel.
Dave. We out
I'm the
here
one
getting the
negated.
best card of 2018 negated by Infinity Tier Odd Eyes over here.
Alright, and then this.
Ryan's finessing on these hoes, I see.
Oh.
Ryan actually knows how to play his deck. Like, whether or not his deck is good, that has never mattered. He just is an excellent pilot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ryan won.
That's how you know. That's
know,
what
I
happens when
think
you
it's pretty
you refuse to play anything else and don't
Like
get bored
you
with the
made.
deck. Like I do.
Yeah, Ryan's like, why would you activate that card? And then he summoned 3 2800 beaters on the side of the field.
I don't know.
Like the
Things are tough when you don't have VJ.
Theseus is not the best card of 2018. He was like the best card of like 2017.
oh, you should have hit my
16, something like
designator. That would have been cool.
that. Theseus was 2016, right? Or was he
What?
17?
Which one?
Well,
V-Jam?
No, Sea Monster of Theseus.
2016.
He was 17.
Late. It was December 2016, right?
Yeah, card stuff.
Because he got reprinted in 2017.
The deck's alright.
It's alright. Could be better.
Deck's alright.
Now, I mean, obviously that article was speaking a bit hyperbole, but some hyperbole there.
Hyperbole.
But
I was gonna surrender, Ryan.
Theseus is a good card.
Let me surrender.
Actually,
I don't even know if it has an effect.
no, but an instant fusion tuner monster is just good. That is a good, solid card to have in our card database. Like that's a good card to have in the backlog.
Best
If
card
he was
of
level 4,
2016?
he'd probably be broke.
No, it's not the best card of anything, but it's certainly a good card. It's a
But that's mainly for what it is than what it does.
Yeah.
well, it doesn't do anything.
It's a non-effect.
Yeah,
Alright,
It's a
Dave.
non-effect fusion monster that's a tuner. That's all it is.
Duel me, Davy boy.
It's versatile.
Yeah. Like
And
the
it
Punjabi.
felt a niche that it filled a niche that we just literally didn't have. We had no tuner extra deck monsters that could be cheesed out so easily. Am I looking for your game, Ryan?
Yes.
What's all this weird rustling in the background? What is that?
It's Ryan.
Pants.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know you could afford pants.
I don't.
I'm not wearing pants.
I'm not wearing pants either.
You
Why,
never see Dave
why are you wearing?
I actually recorded
Ryan?
this
It's kinda
week's list
weird.
video with no pants on.
Beauty.
Was it
Is that why? Is that why your butt hurts now, Dave?
No, my butt hurts because I have poor posture.
Let's go.
Because your
Dave,
your
you gotta arch
your
your back
tailbone
a
is
bit.
protruding, right?
No, I don't have much of a butt though. So I'm sitting on it even though it doesn't.
It doesn't. It's
You
like
actually-
Hank Hill, where you're sitting on your
You got the
spine.
cushion for the
Pretty
push,
much.
Did you
apparently.
go to a sneak peek, Dave?
No.
I went to one.
Did you get anything good?
Not really. Three Positive Extravagance got pulled,
Okay,
and
whatever.
one Borload Savage Dragon got pulled.
Mm.
Then I think one Psychic Wheeler.
I hope you
two
don't
Witch
just
Tribe,
play Dark Monsters.
I don't think
and-
you can
Oh,
do
you got
an
wrecked.
Ultramite with that. So you can make Wee Witch.
I saw one live stage field spell. I literally replaced it in the Shiranui Squire Saga with counting the promo they gave you. So,
That is my penis.
Are you singing "Mama's Gonna Get You" something?
Oh, he's singing Chim Chim Cheree from Mary Poppins.
For some reason.
You
I was
dare
trying to-
10 mages.
Dave was
with
his
that
conversation.
deck? It's
Oh!
Dave, how much you had to drink today?
Dave doesn't need alcohol to be weird. You guys seem to...
Stop activating shit!
better. When he does use alcohol, it's only one sip. 'Cause that's
How do you still have cards to... Alright.
You do
This is
know
why
it's for
Ryan
fighting,
sucks.
right?
This is why I'm... Ah! Jesus!
I like how you opened 5 trap cards
I mean,
in
he's
your trap oriented deck. I know.
playing a trap deck. That's how that
I know.
works.
Playing
Don't get
traps.
sultry with me.
Hey, if
Playing
you ever
traps.
do a deck profile of it,
All
you
these
could
girls
definitely
know
put,
that
like, a
I'm
picture of Effect Veiler in the
A
title.
trap?
Yes.
What? What?
What is a good YouTube? Yutabe? What's good? What's good, Yutabe?
Actually, I'm very curious. How much is Impermanence going for?
50?
Still 80?
Probably like $65.
I assume with Stein running around, it has to go
Maybe
up.
more now.
Cyberstein.
$69.
Oh, Cyberstein. Oh.
We haven't had a card hit $100 in a while, so
It's true.
Wasn't the
Ash
last
never
one
did
engaged?
$100?
they're going for 90 each. Jesus,
Wow.
So wasn't
that's
engaged the last one hit
absurd.
$100 or more?
I thought Ash hit $100.
I thought Ash peaked at 90.
Did it peak at 90? I could be wrong.
That's what I remember.
Lost wind.
All right, Dave. Top deck demise,
Well,
and you win.
Ryan won.
Aw.
It's only game 1, Dave.
The first of many.
You'll get him in game 3.
I
Where's
mean,
the
that
frog?
was a top deck, certainly.
Oh.
Das Frog.
Oh.
Ooh, the top deck.
He activates Called from the Grave.
I just
Yeah, sure.
love being the Joker.
I just love eating ass.
Harley's
What are you
in.
doing?
I still can never get over the fact
Ah!
that it's like you see Luke Skywalker, and then the first
Just so it stops asking me.
is fucking Batman.
What are you doing?
Mark Hamill. You know he played the Trickster in the original The Flash TV show?
Yes, and the
And-
new one.
And his paw Trickster.
Yeah, he reprised his role, kind of.
So here's a question I have, right? For
How
the
did he
Flash
find
TV
that
show.
voice?
You know that restaurant Jitters?
Yes.
Why do they name their drinks after the supervillain? And why does Flash order those drinks? Especially Zoom? Because I'm pretty sure Zoom killed 8 cops in that building.
I guess
Sensitive, right?
that does seem a bit insensitive.
Especially Zoom killed your dad. He stabbed him.
Yeah, I kind of was wondering.
What trap do I play?
Pretty much.
Impermanence. Am I wrong here, or
No, you're probably wrong.
Probably wrong.
Can I get a Zoom and
That's
on Abar
it's like if I had a deli store
Okay.
in New York City and I called my sandwich the 911. It's
It'll blow you
basically-
away. It's like, what?
it's so spicy it'll blow you away.
I'll order a 911 and with a side of Inside Job.
Can I get some jet fuel for these steel beams?
Yeah, like what
Can
the
I get
hell?
those thermite
Get some
slush?
jet fuel for these steel beams.
So here's an interesting little tidbit. Any Flash animated stuff where the Flashpoint Paradox movie is
Flash.
canon. If the Flashpoint Paradox movie is canon to a Flash story, Eobard Thawne's running around with a giant hole in his head right now.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
That's the thing with time travel is.
No, it's not time travel that's doing that. He's using the Speed Force to keep his brain from knowing he's dead by slowing it down.
He's cheating essentially.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty
talking
much
about the
The
Pretty
animated.
much-
animated
Pretty much the Reverse
Suicide
Flash
Squad movie.
Pretty much Reverse Flash
Well,
can't
Flashpoint
use
Paradox.
his full speedster powers because he empties out all of his Speed Force. He dies.
Well,
No, in the new 52 animated movies, they brought back that specific version of the Reverse Flash from the Flashpoint Paradox movie with the explanation that he's kind of traveling through time in a multiverse thing, so that's why he can exist, because he's basically trying to outrun his own death.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they needed a really popular villain to push the stupid Suicide Squad movie. And who's more popular than the Reverse Flash right now?
Yep.
I don't know, any of Batman?
Legitimately, Reverse Flash is probably the most popular villain at that time, from TV and such.
Literally, the second he runs out of Speed Force energy, he pretty much dies.
I mean, even in the regular CW stuff, the Reverse Flash just comes back, and Flash asks, "How are you back?" It's I don't know. I'm just here.
Doesn't matter.
Even though my future past dad is dead,
If
and I
he's
got
dead in the
stabbed by the
future,
spear of
though.
destiny and erased from existence.
The spear of destiny.
Stop winning.
I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Can you activate the same turn that it's set?
No.
But did he use trap tricks to set it, or
No, its own effect.
no?
Have you watched the new episodes, Dave?
I'm in the middle of it.
Oh, Flash. Oh, okay.
How do I win? I don't know what that is.
Are you really playing a trombone or?
What?
What? All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with the.
Oh, broke.
Broke?
What?
Ooh, this is good.
Ah,
Yes, broken.
broken. I will break you.
I will break you.
I will break you. I was born in the dark, Batman. Molded by it. I met Talia al Ghul.
Talia Agul. Talia Agul.
Talia al Ghul.
She's got nice boobs.
Oh, as long as they're talking about the Talia al Ghul from Batman Beyond.
Where he was actually Dude Al Ghul.
Dude,
Yeah,
Ra's al
Ra's al
Ghul
Ghul.
transferred his mind into his
Dude,
body.
Dude's rule.
Dude's Rule.
What?
That's a new League of Shadows mantra. It's Dude's Rule. Dude Al Ghul Doodle.
And there's like this dumb the Nanda Parbat temple. There's a big sign that says like no girls allowed.
Spelled wrong. G-U-R-L-Z.
There's no girls.
No cooties.
Sorry, Talia, but no girls allowed. In my League of Shadows.
Nisa's cool because she likes chicks. She can hang out with them.
She's basically a dude.
She's essentially.
That makes
not
you
how it
part of the
works.
team.
Sorry, but it's dudes only. And girl dudes that like dudes. They're
Girl
girls.
dudes. Girl do that. I activate. Lost of the Winded.
This is such a boring duel.
It really is.
It's because Dave hasn't scooped yet.
Damn!
Because Dave hasn't
He's
scooped.
waiting.
Dave
He's waiting
hasn't
for his.
scooped.
He's
That's
waiting for his
because
one
Ryan's deck is poop.
He's got you there, Ryan. I don't think you can out that. It's just too.
I don't think you can out that poop comment.
I don't
He
know why
really
I summoned
got
that
you.
in defense mode. Blah, blah,
Who
blah,
cares?
defense mode, blah.
Blah blah blah. Attack mode. Blah.
Now
So,
sack the
Blah.
Ryan, do you play Meteorite
Blah,
Dragon?
blah, activate my truck card. Blah blah blah.
I
blah.
do.
Do you play Baccaruda?
I do indeed.
That better be like Morphing Jar or Maneater Bug.
I can't spell Baccaruda. All right.
Just back into her, you know?
Yes, I can.
Bat mitzvah. Bot mitzvah? My bot mitzvah is where I became a woman.
All
Or I
right.
became a robot bot.
A bot mitzvah. My
Oh,
robot
okay.
mitzvah.
I became a cyborg.
That would be a joke. I can see that being a joke in some movie. A robot Jewish person. If for one throwaway pun, yeah. Nice setup, Adam Sandler.
Oof.
Celebrates Robonica.
I'm out.
Robotica.
Robotica.
Fusion
It's like
powered
a
menorah.
Zamboni. Oh yeah.
Ha! You have attacked my dupe frog.
No.
You just got duped, Ryan.
I got duped.
He knew what it was. There's only one thing in the deck I would set.
Technically, Dave still has a chance because Meteor can't attack, right?
Technically, you're saying there's a chance
No, Ryan can go into a Gaga Cowboy for game.
for game.
Yeah.
What the hell is that stupid face down? It's gotta be the another copy of that shitty card.
The best card in 2018.
The best card of 2018. Damn it! Stop being so good.
I don't know. I think Dave's still got to play.
He's got this.
Ah, no fear. I
No
believe.
fear.
I believe in you.
He's a Terminator!
He's gonna lower his attack.
Good job, Dave.
Oh, my side deck is not really right, but all right, we got this.
Not optimal whatsoever.
You can do it.
All you,
You
need
can
is
do
one
it, I believe in you,
barrier,
you can do it.
And you win.
Is Goza match really that much of a problem for you?
No.
It made him do like weird stuff.
No, you should side it out.
No, you should totally take it out.
The thing is like his whole deck is different attributes, so in theory it's good, but because poison is a thing, floodgates don't work against Pen Mage.
Pretty much.
You should
Unless-
do like a D-Burial. D-Barrier.
Yeah, barrier
I can't-
fucking sucks though.
Yeah,
I hate
barrier.
barrier.
Barrier's a thing.
Oh, I mean, it's horrible,
I hate
of course, yeah. In this matchup where Ryan went to Abyss Dweller against Dave, he might as well go into D-Barrier against Ryan.
At least they didn't
mean-
like preemptively barrier Dweller.
First-
Yeah, Ryan did that. Preemptive
Yeah,
I have
That's
done
a
that.
that's a Ryan move.
Against
It's totally
Dave.
totally Ryan's like, I'm gonna get you, Dave.
Dave's the kind of guy to hide replays.
you.
Like my deck went 3 and 7, but it went 3 and 7. I could show 3 replays of it doing well.
There you go.
And if I don't choose bad replays, it's technically 3-0.
Like dueling logs.
Oof.
Really, Negro?
Whoa!
Well, he has something to chain. Because he had the best. Oh.
Did you hear what Dave
Does he have the best card? Yeah.
Just gonna do it again?
I mean, an Ash on the Toad or on Swap Frog is annoying, but not the end of the world.
Not really any other good targets though for it.
Yeah.
Swap.
Yeah, Dave is
fuck,
playing
I
a
wanna fuck.
really like shitty deck, so Ryan doesn't have like a good
Swap Frog?
counter.
Oh my, yeah, that's his name. Swap Rock is surprisingly good for like how old it is. You know?
I mean, I guess I
That's
could.
like
I
three
could
effects.
technically Ash the Toad.
That's actually better.
It would force the negate.
Well, not necessarily, but it's annoying for him to do that to me.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, he could choose not to like negate.
Could you Ash? Totally awesome.
Yeah.
On the
I mean,
standby.
yeah, that would be better because then he has to negate his.
He doesn't have to though. He could just
See,
not
the
get
question
free
Just
really
not do it.
shouldn't be
Okay.
either or, but why not both?
Yeah,
Oh
okay,
my
there we go.
God.
Yeah. Because now Dave's gonna be like, well, I'm just not gonna activate it, and then
Oh,
never mind.
Oh,
oh!
I would have saved that for the pendulum summon. But...
I was, but that's fine.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Dragon Shrine.
Alright, so when he activates Regeki, Dave, you gotta steal it.
So Dragon Shrine is just a bunch of fungus, right?
Among Us.
I don't know what that is. I always thought it was like
Dragon Bones.
Yeah,
think it's
but
Dragon
it looks like fungus, right?
Looks like those Forticept
Oh.
funguses that take control of ants.
Yeah.
Oh, like from The Last of Us, and then they jump to people.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Just screenshots a thing from The Last of Us.
I like The Last of Us.
You know what this means though, Ryan? If you out all of this, you win. With
Pretty
your three
much.
I
cards in
think
hand.
it does.
With your 3 cards in hand.
I have 3 cards.
Blah blah blah. Dave and Nader.
All
Blah.
right.
Ooh, dark one. Dark one.
Rogan?
Chopper.
Joe Rogan?
Mr. Rogan.
Well,
So I
man,
heard you
that's
guys
crazy.
like DMT.
Hey, Mr. Rogan, you were on Fear Factor, right? Did you win?
Every
That'd be funny
week.
to ask him, did you ever win Fear Factor?
No, they showed me a picture of Shaggy.
I'm pretty sure if you're the host of Fear Factor, you win every week. Because you're literally watching all these people like forcing themselves to eat weird shit.
Or
You just
like,
get to sit back and be like, wow, I'm paid to like torture these people.
yeah, and slowly
gotta be
drown
fun.
in boxes.
And it's always testicles. It always goes back to something.
Fear is not a factor for you. It's a factor for me, though, every night.
I just remember his cologne.
The night.
Is that why his butt hurts?
I just remember the stench of his cologne, the whiskey on his breath.
And the lust in his eyes.
And I liked it.
As he flipped the D barrier.
Yeah, I don't think I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Broke.
I'm scooping, but I'm showing you my hand.
Okay.
Oh, Dave won off a mistake.
Yeah, the mistake actually the dupe frog
I thought it was
in defense
Toad.
mode because
Yeah,
I
the dupe
could have outed them something with poison, but
Yeah. That's why I love Poison so much.
yeah.
He outs pretty much everything except fucking D-Barrier. Oh,
All right.
That's why
Trying to get a good old side dicking.
Side dicking.
Unsolicited
This
dick
is where
pics.
Ryan. This is where Ryan sides in like prohibition. Can't use swap rod.
Ryan would be an asshole and like side in 3 Roy the Crew.
That'd be a surprisingly
Petty move.
petty, well, annoying, but yet effective side deck option.
True.
Ryan is extremely petty when he duels. What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
he's the kind of guy that he knows what you're playing and dwellers you
Preemptive
game one.
dweller.
Ryan gives backhanded compliments.
He
How
opens
good you
all
deck
three
now there, buddy?
Oh, that was
Prohibition
funny as
swap
shit.
rod.
I would have never
Prohibition
summoned this against anybody game one ever, but I'm definitely gonna summon it against you.
Here comes the dweller right here. This is
Comes the dweller. Doesn't even make metal.
Is it?
Goes into dweller and passes.
yeah.
I know you can't out it. Like fuck.
I mean, is it preemptive when you're in game 3?
No, it's not.
It is what it's game.
It's actually a good move in game 3. Like
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing you should be doing. Dweller.
Hey.
Abyss Dweller is like the bane of my existence. It gets over Tetsudo Rat Newman really annoying.
Gets over Newman.
It
Because
does
it's a
because it's got
yeah, the
1700
water.
attack, so he can summon it. And they normally make it with a water material because it's like Necroz or Mermail, so
Yeah.
it comes out and boosts its own attack above 1800. So
yeah, it's like 22, right? 2200.
yeah, it's
when it
the
comes down
perfect
to it.
out to Tetsudo Rat Newman.
That's a really good like technical play.
That's why you should also run Newman Erat Tetsudo.
And get them both on board. Come at
Yeah.
me, bro.
Can you even have both on board?
Technically, they have
Yes.
another monster you can spear mode it, right?
No, because you can't initiate the summon.
No, I think Sphere Mode's a normal summon.
It is a normal
Is
summon. It's a tribute summon.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah! Look at this dumb board.
Oh, is
Not
that
a
my
tribute
boy
summon.
Avian?
Yeah.
That's your
That's
boy,
your boy.
Sparkle Chicken.
Sparkle chicken.
Hey, it's your boy, Sparkle Chicken, out here negating homies.
Everyone's a tough man till they see my sparkly chicken.
It's my sparkly chicken.
And
Bagaw, motherfucker, bagaw.
Brian, you will have failed the city if you don't make a Abyss Dweller here.
we would just normal summon something. What a
I use
dick.
my normal
My
summon.
issue right now is I don't have evenly matched. Although I'm not sure it would help.
Would you like to place that?
Not against
It would
Vortex.
negate. I think all of them can negate, except for John.
Every one of these cards can negate.
Yeah, Ryan has like 2 to 3 negates on field.
He's got
I
two.
don't have
negates.
Jackal yet.
You don't have Jackal. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Ryan.
Dave
Jackal,
activates
Jackal
desires.
hide, Jackal hide.
Jackal hidey.
Ryan.
He's hiding on.
What?
Soon I shall surpass you, for I am learning pendulum.
So Dave, not Dave. What is it? Ryan, you liking the mythicals, right?
Yeah, all right.
I told you. They're good.
I am learning pendulums, Ryan, because
Yeah?
I shall finally figure out what those green cards.
Those green cards.
Like Predator, he finally got a green card.
Ha 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 ha
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
ha! Are you not entertained? I throw my sword into your cup. Are you not entertained?
I am.
Are you gonna pendulum summon your stupid chicken?
Maybe.
Give it a minute.
No. Why would I do that?
Let me bet.
Aha! It doesn't actually work on. Doesn't really work on desires.
No.
But just in
No.
case you were thinking about doing it.
No, it doesn't.
They're just fuels to King Jekyll. Oh,
Oh, what a bitch! That's
what
wrong.
about that royal decree you were talking about?
You got a solemn warning there? There it is.
Oh,
There it is.
warning on the Jenko!
There you go!
The
Brian,
one
did you-
of...
Did you draw that off of Desires?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, it's been forever since I've seen someone.
That was
fucking
really
summon the Jenko.
definitely for the
The
pendulum, summon.
yeah.
But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
Well, it's that. It's either lose then or lose later.
Here comes the Abyss Dweller.
Yeah, you should summon another oath. Oh, never mind.
And that's time in the round.
Yes! No!
That banishes, right?
Doesn't really matter. No.
Yeah.
That's a good
No,
one.
it destroys.
Doesn't
That's the other one. That's
matter.
Dino, whatever.
Oh, the one where you discard the banish. Right?
Yeah, Dino Suckcock.
When I used to go to Holy
You got it. You got it.
Make
The
that
last-
Abyss Dweller.
My last card's a Morella.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I wanted to do because it's a new card and it's fun.
Don't do it. Do Abyss Dweller. What do you?
Dweller. He was gonna make Dweller.
Endymion? Is it Endymion?
This is fun.
Savage.
Savage.
Absolutely savage.
Vandal Savage.
Dinotherium.
Do you like that part about the bear?
Whose side's Cowboy?
Cowboy for
Why
game.
would you side?
I
Cowboy
said
for
Cowboy.
game.
People who like
Cowboy
winning.
for game. That's
winning.
really, really lame.
Well, I have
Sometimes I
cards
need
to help
game,
me
you know?
fight when I have cards that I can meme on.
Sometimes it's high noon.
Sometimes high noon.
it's high noon when it's like game 3 and there's like 20 seconds left.
Yeah, Cowboy for game, and then you win off.
No,
That's what you say too. As soon as you detach a material, it's high noon. No!
No, my life
All right. Well, I think we've decided that I am the better duelist.
No.
points. That's what that means.
That was we decided that our matchup is decidedly dice
No.
roll.
It
Now
really
it's
is.
PT
Wait,
Devil's
wait.
turn to duel Ryan.
I am. It's time for Ryan to go to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy
Wait, Ryan.
What?
Does this mean that you get the channel?
What do you mean get the channel?
Like Dave signs it over to you.
Yes, today.
What do you,
So,
what do you mean?
like,
No,
what if,
no,
Like,
we,
what's this change in channel status you're talking about?
you just changed the name to
Just gonna
Aaron
Change it to Predator 1212.
and then you changed the other channel to
No, I
David
can't change my channel's name to Predator 1212. People are just gonna think I'm like
Brag.
they're gonna think I'm a predator.
I think you're one of those guys.
You should change
What do you
it
mean
to
one of
what I
those
put you
guys?
down for.
People who play cubics, unironically.
I'm gonna like show up with some bottles of J and a GameCube and like
I actually own 2 GameCubes.
you own some Bartles and J.
I just bought Zelda Twilight Princess.
Nice. That's a good buy.
No,
It's actually pretty
I bought
Do
it.
kids like video games?
All right, Dave, sign us off again.
Say something cool.
Say
Trying to
something
get-
cool.
Got
Trying to get those
Game-
8-year-olds.
Got some GameCube. Some Double Dash.
Wait,
Wanna play
Ryan
some Double
deleted
Dash?
my meme. Ryan, why did you delete my meme
What?
in the spreadsheet?
Delete
Hey,
your name?
Hey,
Sorry about that,
hey,
Joel.
Dave, here's a comment for you right there from
I saw
Joel.
it. Nice.
I
I
didn't
had
delete
Dave
anything.
put down for
Did
Aqua
you delete
Stratus.
your Cowboy for game?
I don't remember.
I think we should give the channel
Cowboy
a title.
format is the
I
best.
should definitely give the we should definitely give the chat to Jason. I think he should take over the channel.
Hmm.
He'll add some color to the commentary.
I
It's not
Fucking
what
knew it. I
sounds
fucking
like.
knew you guys were going there.
I knew I was either gonna make that joke or Miriam was that joke.
Had to.
Oh.
I was gonna say how colorful would
No,
it be to
my
join?
monetization. No.
What do you mean? You said
It's
the
only-
N-word on stream.
Hey,
I
I'm from the
didn't.
South.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
What we do.
I did not.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
He said black in Spanish.
I said
Exactly,
an
yeah, yeah.
N-word, not the.
Before we get too much further demonetized.
You owe taxes back or something stupid.
Yeah, right.
YouTube's
Thanks,
like,
Ryan.
yo, give me my money back. Stop it.
You owe us 2 cents.
They shut down.
Yo, I gave you money as a joke, but please give it back. I need it. To
All right,
feed my
dude, do
family.
a sign off. It'll be cool.
Unless the stream is already down and crashed and
Is it? I think it actually crashed.
Yeah, I think so. It might have.
right.
Right.
No, it came back, but
What is this?
regardless,
144p?
Yeah, no, it's having a hard day right now.
That's because I said the N-word on stream.
Totally.
Like, they couldn't demonetize me fast enough. They're like, boom, system error.
All right.
404.
I'm
You
not
pulled
gonna
a
wait for Dave
PewDiePie?
to say anything because he's clearly too distracted. So
All
bye.
right. Fine, whatever,
Thanks,
Ryan.
David Air 1212.
See ya later,
Everybody, thank you.
alligator.
Sturpin Burr.